Hey guys, Quinn here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to ask you a question. Have you been thinking about becoming a travel nurse and just thought it's impossible, or it's too hard, or there's no way you could do that? Well, actually, it's simpler than you might think, and let me tell you why. So, I've been a nurse for the past 7 years, and for the last 3, I've been traveling. And if you were to tell me that 3 years ago I would have gone through and experienced all the things that I have up to this point, I would have not believed you.
What you talking about, Willis?
I would not be the person I am today if I did not start traveling those 3 years ago. Before, I was very negative. I had a very a poor outlook. I really didn't think I was going anywhere. Everything was just a day-to-day struggle. And it wasn't until my friend and his wife were telling me the story of their past year of both of them being a travel nurse getting to explore the country. And I thought that was super exciting, and I really didn't think it was possible for me. I had just gotten a new home, I was supporting 2 other people, and traveling just sounded expensive. But my friend explained to me that I didn't have to travel as far as he did to make the kind of money he was making. He told me I just had to travel 50 miles away from home, at least, to make that kind of money, and I thought that was totally doable. And for the commute of traveling 50 miles to make at least double the money, if not more, sounded like a pretty good trade-off to me. So my first job was 55 miles away, which was perfect because it was just outside the 50-mile range to receive maximum pay. And I could feel with every mile my life began to change. I was making new friends. I was starting to have a positive outlook on my life. And I realized I just wasn't happy back at home. It took me getting out of my bubble to move out of my own way to be the person I wanted to be. And that made me feel good enough to leave New York and go to California alone. And that's only the beginning. Along the way, I met many new friends and people that were really inspired and wished they could be doing the same thing I was doing now, which at that point, only a short few months ago, I was in their shoes wishing the same exact thing. Now, I told them that they could do it too, but as I did in the beginning, they came up with excuses. Some of the excuses that I hear, especially now, are just things like, I don't want to travel alone, I have a family, or I have kids, I don't have enough money, or I have too much debt, or traveling's just not what I want to do. I would say traveling isn't what you want to do as a valid excuse, because it's not really an excuse. It's something that's just not your passion, where everyone else that's saying a reason why they can't travel but want to travel can travel. It is really just a matter of figuring it out. We all know traveling is very rewarding. You get to make more money, you go new places, you meet new people, and you really get to find out something new about yourself you might have not already known before. But there are a couple challenges that I'd like to talk about. And really, there's 2. Now the first one is figuring out where the next paycheck's going to come from. Every contract is about 13 weeks long, or around about 3 months. After that, you either extend or you have to figure out where you're going to go next. The second challenge would be, where are you going to live? Now both these challenges your agency can help you out with, but I will be making another video and going over some tips to alleviate some of these stresses. Now after reflecting on all that, I would not change a thing about any of my experiences. And I would say for those of you that do seek out to be travel nurses, I would think that you would also agree with that. I do hope this helps you realize that you can be a travel nurse, but not only that, that you can be anything as long as you believe you can. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button below. It will help me out greatly. And also subscribe to the channel if you hope to hear more helpful tips on travel and how to make more money.